Mutavore. More like, mutilate this beast. Howdy, ladies and gentlemen, Cool Robber with another review. Today we are reviewing the Neca Pacific Rim Deluxe Mutavore. And there he is standing right there. And let's take a quick look at his packaging. And just like Hardship, Mutavore's packaging is too big to fit behind him. Here's his packaging, with a nice picture of Mutavore right there. Warning, don't eat anything in this box or it'll end badly for you. And I love that symbol for the movie. And on the top has a window so you can see the figure. And on this side you got Mutavore in a cool pose. And on this side you have Mutavore in that same pose. And on the back it shows you Mutavore charging at someone. It doesn't say what category he's in, just like on Hardship's box. But we all know he's a category 4. And also available, Ultimate Strike Eureka. Actually hoping to get that one soon. Ultimate Gypsy Danger, and Hardship, who we already reviewed. And on the borrow, Lego Mumbo Jumbo. And that's basically it for the packaging. So now we take a closer look at Mutavore. If you've seen Pacific Rim, you know that this guy was the kaiju that broke down through the wall. It was supposed to keep these kaijus away, but technically it didn't work. But luckily Striker Eureka was in Sydney, and he took out this big guy by shooting him with his chest missiles. And so that was the end of Mutavore. And this kaiju looks amazing. Just look at his head. You got the eyes that are under his chin instead of on top of his head. And his head just looks like a huge blade that just burst through that wall. And I'm not sure, but I think these might be nostrils on his neck. Well, he's an alien, so I guess it makes sense to have nostrils there because he's swimming through the ocean. So anyways, he's got these 3 fins. This one's pretty much longer than these 2. And the fin is detached when he's in the box because when this thing's on his back it couldn't fit in there. But when you put this thing on his back it's pretty much sealed tight. But just to make sure I put some super glue in him so it wouldn't come off. And he's got his giant scissor-like tail. And they made a video game where he actually uses this tail. And just like his brother Hardship, he comes with a stand. Because obviously he cannot stand on his own or else that will happen. So he's a little top heavy. So that's why they included him with this. There we go, finally got him to stand right. And this pose looks pretty cool, don't you think? I think this is just how he looked in the movie. So let's get a closer look on his details. They put lots of lines to represent like the scales covering him. That looks pretty cool. And he's got his yellow markings. Pretty much every kaiju has a marking on them. And I like how they did on the fins here. Especially the big one. And I like how they did his eyes. He's got 3 eyes on each side. And I like his toes. That spike coming out. And there's another spike. And he's got that spike popping out of his chest. I just love the details they put on him. Neca did amazing on this kaiju. So let's move on to Mutavore's articulation. So he can... So his neck can sort of swivel a bit, can't really look up or down, but it can rotate a little bit, so can his head. And it's on this swivel joint, so it can look that way and that way. Joints are a little tight. And his mouth can open. And he's got a little bowl joint on his upper body, so he can rotate. He's got a bend at the elbow, a little swivel on the shoulder, hinges on the wrists so they can move up and down and rotate. And the little arms here are on a ball joint, and the elbow can move the arm out that far. The tail's got no articulation, sadly, but his legs on a ball joint, allowing it to move that far back, and this far forward if you'd like. He's got a bend at the knee, and also a bend here on his little foot. Foot can move up and down. Neca tend to make their figure joints a little tight, so it can move that far up and that far down. And he's got a little rotation on this part of his leg. So let's move on to comparisons now. So here he is compared with Romeo Blue, and I think that scale works, because Mutavore is a category 4 after all. And here he is with my first edition Gypsy Danger. I think that scale also works. Sadly, I don't have a Striker Eureka to compare him with, but I do have a Crimson Typhoon. And I think I might do a review of this guy after Mutavore or before his. And here he's compared with another kaiju, Axehead. And here he is compared to me. So you're an Australian kaiju. So what part of Australia you come from? I come from Sydney. Oh, okay, I was joking. Shut up, jerk. So that is it for this review. You should totally get this guy, because if you have the Ultimate Striker Eureka, then you should totally get Mutavore here. Oh, and I didn't mention this in my Hardship review, but Hardship will be in my Godzilla movie, along with this guy. So that's all there is to say. So there is the Neca Pacific Rim Deluxe Mutavore. And this is Cool Robert saying no matter how old or young you guys are, you can buy toys like him, because you have the rights. Cool Robert, sign off. Whoopsh. Oh dear, that kaiju's coming straight for us. Don't worry, we have a secret weapon for him. Wait, what the heck? How's it going? Say, have you seen the movie Kong Skull Island? It stars, of course, me, King Kong. No, haven't seen that movie and I don't really care about it, so get out of my way so I can destroy the city. You don't care about my movie? What? Hey, whoa, chill out, buddy. You made me angry! Ah! Whoa, chill out, man! This is what you get for not liking my movie! Ow, 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 oh, oh, have mercy! Open wide? No, leave me alone, man! No, I need to see if you have a cavity in that mouth. No, leave me alone! Ow! Oh! 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 That's what you get for not liking my movie! Ow! No! I hate that punk. Yeah, so do we. Man. Just shoot me in the face with some missiles.